It is July 1st. The Yankees are undefeated in the month of July. We don't know what happened in the Angels series because it got postponed, so we'll just, there's still a chance they can win it. Oh. I mean, do we do it, a song? It's almost like we never do the song.
I miss it.
Let's make it.
Hot takes.
We're making it real faint.
He knows with these two fine dudes. It's time for Talkin' Yanks. Talkin' Yanks with old John Boy and Jake. Talkin' Yanks with old John Boy and Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks. Thank you very much for joining us today on this sad Holy of Holies when the Yankees got postponed, and that was the best thing to happen to them. Hal Steinbrenner.
Yanks,
thank you
God,
very much. Jimmy, you dumb.
Jimmy.
You dummy, dumb, true. All right, some things to talk about. Yankees lost 2 games to the Angels, 1 in tragic, historically bad fashion. Yeah, not good, Jake, not good. They made a trade. Hal Steinbrenner spoke to the media, and there was some crazy rain delays. My name's Jimmy. His name's Jake. BBD in the corner. This one's brought to you by DraftKings. And do we have any new patrons? Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. The page is loading. Joshua S. Finchler, Nick Werner, and Patrick Holmes. Do you know any of them?
Yes.
Jake's dear friends. How you doing?
James, Big Baby David, everyone live, everyone not live, everyone alive. Doing all right. The day after, best Yankee tickets I've ever had for the Shohei Ohtani show. Show got cut short.
Curtains fell.
Curtains fell, so they had to cut the show a little short.
And then the rain fell.
Yeah, man. I mean, what do you do? How about we're finding things to add. This is the Yankees' bonfire of a season. That game last night was the classic. Let's throw random stuff in the fire. Hey, if we had a really crushing loss.
Oh, what you said, Yankees bonfire. You meant like they're throwing things into a fire?
Yes.
Okay. Our bonfire is just a fire.
Symbolic.
Yeah.
Bonfire, big fire. And it's a big fire right now. So, yeah, they hit the part of the bonfire with that loss yesterday. That was the should we throw like a chair in there?
Yeah, sacrifice a human? Is that what you're thinking?
Who can catch a squirrel?
You can catch a squirrel?
BBD.
T-Lo.
Remember the hot tub?
You remember that, BBD?
I didn't catch any squirrels. I dreamed of catching.
There's rumors.
There was rumors flying.
No, the joke is more like, what if?
Yeah.
This is a what-if joke.
There's a what-if joke, and it's not a repeatable joke.
But, yeah, I mean, big trade today. How about Jake Snakes coming through?
Second time the Yankees have traded for Tim Locastro.
With the missing piece?
I guess if you don't know, where do we start, man? You said you wrote Burns. Hal spoke. There's so many press conferences. They stink. According to my metrics, they have to go 9-1 the rest of the way. 8-1 because they aren't going to have this game now?
Ooh.
Or 9-0?
Let's go. Little loophole.
I think it's 9-0.
No, we got to add the game later. How about that game? The August 16th game will add to this.
I mean, a quick summary for those that maybe... Are your ears ringing?
Mm-mm.
A quick summary for those...
Your ears ringing?
Yes. There's a harsh ring in my headphones. A quick summary for those that maybe weren't tuned in. The Yankees got swept by the Red Sox.
Okay.
And then Boone said that the season was on the line before the Angels series started. His words.
Yeah.
Cashman did a press conference and said, well, yeah, I'm happy to make trades to get this team over the edge, but the current roster needs to improve. because adding to what we're currently doing won't get us anywhere.
Right.
So they need to make the improvements, and then if that happens, I will supplement them with trades.
Right.
So if so facto, Cashman's saying season's kind of on the line here in the next couple weeks. Because if you guys don't win in the next 2 weeks, I got nothing to add to.
Right.
There's nothing to build upon. Then they lost 2 out of 3 to the Angels, and one was in crushing fashion without their best player in the lineup.
Yes. So, yeah, I think it's State of the Union because a lot of stuff did happen. And obviously we'll talk the Tilo trade and what that actually means for the Yankees. And we'll do the series a little bit. But, yeah, man, I mean, if anyone watched the Talkin Yanks pregame show, man, I was built up like best Yankee tickets ever had in my life.
Why don't you build me up
31 years circling the sun. Best seats. Shohei Ohtani, two-way player in the Boogie Down Bronx. He'd been on a roll. The Yanks actually got a nice win on Tuesday's game. Like, they played good baseball for a little bit. There was good base running from the Yankees. They were hitting, like, it felt good. And again, we're we're at the end of the cliff. Like, if the feet aren't sunk in now, we just fall off the cliff and the season's lost. And then to give Judge and Gio, like 2 of our 3 two-way players just a general rest day when Jimmer Fredette, my friend here that I broadcast with, who's not a weather guy, said, like, tomorrow's probably getting rained out. Update. He was right.
Yeah, I don't think it's rained yet, but the forecast said tons and tons of rain. That's what they said.
That's a classic.
I guess
tons of rain coming.
It slid back a little bit, but I think like whenever it comes, it's like not gonna stop till tomorrow. So they thought it was gonna start sooner.
What was that? Tons of rain?
Tons and tons of rain.
I hate that you get your weather from that guy.
I go to that weird weather guy, underground Twitter guy. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. He actually only reports rain, though, so.
And it's, I mean, it was just kind of the epitome of this team, just missing like, cliche quotes from Boone, Cashman, and the actions on the field. Just no feel. Just no general feel. Like, again, Ohtani ends up getting rocked, which is pretty wild on its own.
Not really. He gave up 2 hits.
Yeah.
You can't say he got rocked. He walked everybody.
Well, guy next to me kept yelling Shohei Ohtani, and I was like, dude.
That was you.
That was you.
I didn't say that once.
I've got you on tape saying that.
Do you know Angels fans? You're not even allowed to joke about him being bad in New York. Angels fans are like, you should feel. Someone tweeted at me because you called him Nohei, and we were obviously being sarcastic, like annoying fans. And that some Angels fan tweeted like, you should feel sympathy for him, not sympathy.
Yeah.
For the fucking most gifted athlete to ever play baseball since Babe Ruth. Like, gifted.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair sympathy, man. I mean, it sucks that he didn't pitch well, but
We bought tickets to see him.
allowed to make some jokes here and there. And if the guy next to me wants to call him Shohei because he's scared of the Bronx, that's fine. I'm not going to do it myself. But if the guy next to me looks like Jake, talks like Jake, feels like Jake, kisses like Jake, and is Jake, says it, that's fine.
Having flashbacks to you screaming it in my ear. Yeah, man, it's just a constant running miss this year. And so they lose 2 out of 3. 4th game gets canceled. Mets coming to town this weekend, which is going to be a scene of sorts. The Mets have actually kind of run into their first troubles / the Nats catching up. So kind of both fan bases will be on edge more than usual.
Over under Mets series runs 9.5.
From the Yankees.
Both teams.
Both teams. In the series. I take the over.
Okay.
3 games.
I got 0-0. First game.
Final. 0-0. That saves you some runs.
Yeah, that sets you up nice.
Yeah.
And then I got 1-0, and then the third game is going to be 2-0.
That's huge. So what do we need to? Do we have to do Cashman press, did he say, he didn't say too much. You mentioned
Just
it.
what I said.
Yeah. Hal today, what was the quote? He said,
he had some good quotes. I was going to try and make a soundbite out of it, but he said, the offense is perplexing.
yeah,
Don't know what's going on.
sure is.
And then he talked about the base running a lot, which I think's funny. Like, even Hal's like, I mean, hey, I know I don't know a lot about baseball here, Cash. Booney, I know you know more about baseball than me.
Yeah.
But that base running,
Yeah.
bad.
That looks bad to me.
Boone had a quote like, yeah, he doesn't like the base running. That's what he said.
Yeah, didn't that get leaked to us? Like, how did that come out? Did that come
They
by
tweeted
the
it.
beat reporters? And they were like, Hal doesn't like the base running or something?
Yeah. Boone,
What?
Boone said it.
What?
I can pull that up because that's on Twitter.
And then the other thing, Hal said he's absolutely considering exceeding the luxury tax if the Yankees need another piece to reach the playoffs, which
What are you talking about?
I've
here?
also been absolutely considering
drilled down
a lot.
specifically on what areas he's most upset, individuals, areas, coaching. I mean, is he specific with you, and can you share what he's specific about?
Well, I mean, obviously he's been concerned at different times this year when we're going through making mistakes on the bases. If we don't play a clean game as far as defensively, those are the things that he inquires about that, have been the base running, for example, that was an issue the first couple months of the year that we're obviously making too many mistakes there. So that's one thing that he, dove into a little bit.
It's kind of funny because, Hal, I guess he would probably say he's a baseball guy. I don't know, but he's not. But what's Boone gonna say? Yeah, base running.
Yeah.
Good complaint, Hal. We'll work on it. They haven't gotten better. That's why they traded for Tilo.
Tim Locastro show. So, yeah. Good job, Hal. Rally up the troops. I got nothing more. Hal, Cash. We had some injury returns. Darren O'Day is back with the team. Justin Wilson is back with the team. They sent down Albert Abreu and Krisky. So bullpen depth ?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because Abreu looked pretty good.
A lot of talent.
Thought they were going to try and trade him.
A lot of arm talent.
But Wilson pitched well in the game he pitched in, right? Did we see Wilson?
Incredible. He looked great live.
I think I just remember saying, throw the high fastball. That's all I remember.
It worked.
So they traded for Tim Locastro. Tim Locastro came and did a show with us, so we...
JJR.
always got a soft spot for guys that work with us. Tim Locastro, a while ago, when talking about the Yankees playoffs was still something you were allowed to do, because it's not right now, or probably the rest of the year. We were saying maybe they pick up Delino DeShields just to have a body in center field since they have no one. He's not going to be the fix offensively. He's not going to be, a huge difference maker, but they traded Talkman, and they just need a body for center field.
MLB level outfielder.
Yes. And some speed and some different things to do. And so they traded for Tim Locastro. They traded one reliever, right?
Yes. BBD's guy. He was on it.
Who? Keegan
Curtis.
Yeah, he is going to turn 26 in September and is in Double-A as a reliever, having a nice year, I think. But
He's
26-year-old
punching some
reliever
tickets,
in Double-A,
yeah.
it's a fair price.
Okay. So but we get Tim Locastro, if he stays on the roster, he's got an option, so he can be sent down, and he's got 3 years after this of team control as arbitration year. So if Tim Locastro wants to be the next Voit, Gio, the lanes there, we thought Talkman was going to be that guy, and he didn't become that. And then Aaron Hicks, and then so that's it. But It's a duplication of Wade. So I'm going to be really interested if they send Wade down. They have the same.
He's a righty.
Yeah,
For people that don't know Tim Locastro, he's a righty. And one of the actual fastest player in baseball, 100th percentile speed. And he set the major league record for most stolen bases to start a career without being caught stealing.
Maybe they are hoping that Tilo can give some base running drills too.
Ooh, coach.
He hasn't started a lot. He started some games in April. Since then, he hasn't been starting games at all. And his numbers when he starts games and get multiple at-bats are much better than when he comes in as a sub. They're still not amazing this season. As a sub, the numbers are real bad. As a starter, it's a 526 OPS and a 298. I think career's different. What's interesting is Tyler Wade right now. His numbers as a starter aren't good, but his numbers when he comes off the bench are good. They're the opposite. So they have him for 4 years. He can spell some time in center field for now. Again, like Cashman said, he's not the answer to a trade making this team significantly better on offense, but on defense and base running, hopefully if he can get on base.
Fill some needs.
They needed a center fielder. I think Tyler Wade has a better, if you like DRS, I think he's better. Tyler Wade's better at center field than Tilo, but that's one stat. That's an interesting one. But, I mean, they traded one really young guy for potentially 4 years of this guy, so it's
not really young.
It's no real risk at all. There's no harm in this. I'll be interested to see the corresponding move. Clint Frazier took himself out of the game with complaints of dizziness. Does he go to a 7-day, I don't know, I hate to say concussion. Does he go to a 10-day? Is he an IL guy?
I think something like that could be happening.
Or is Wade
7-day is specifically a concussion IL, so
or if Wade not?
Throwing that out there.
Is it Wade?
Wade, Clint. Yeah, I mean those guys have to be. And is this a move before a move or something else? I mean, we'll find out in time. But yeah, I think what this does, I mean, incredible speed, arguably number one speed guy in the game, which hilarious compared to the rest of the roster. And I think what you can do is you can do some fun things in the outfield if you want. We talk about winning formations for the Yankees. And currently their winning formations have had either Andujar or Clint at one of the corner outfield spots. Now...
Sometimes both and sometimes Judge and center.
Yeah, so now you can have what should look like a normal center field lefty-righty platoon of sorts with Gardy and Tim Locastro. And then if you wanted to have either one of them go to the corner outfield, Gardy, or if you want to use Wade in the outfield or in the infield, it gives you a couple more options there. But, yeah, I mean, it's checking a box that should have been checked a little while ago. And if you've heard any of the Cashman quotes, I'm assuming the trade streets haven't been easy. Sure. So that's why he made a move.
Even having a drag and drop pinch runner.
Yeah, because, I mean, you made the comparison to Wade, and I love T-Wade, and he loves me, and it's
T-Wade,
nice thing.
T-Low?
T-Wade, T-Low, speed.
T-fast?
Low T.
You?
Me. Tyler Wade has kind of been our pinch runner, and he's incredible speed. He's not regarded as a special base runner. I'm interested to find out that from Tim Locastro, because a base stealer, absolutely. So I don't know.
How about
he's a
this?
New York guy. His family's Yankees fans and stuff, so that's kind of fun. You can rally behind that if you want.
And we had fun with him when he came on John Boy.
Yeah,
Nick
good
Radio.
dude.
How about this? This shows that Cashman's talking to the D-backs.
This is the trade before the trade.
And they were like, yeah, you know what, Cash, we're going to wait till around July 11th, but how about, you're thinking about maybe we throw T-Lo in as well, and maybe Cash said, well, wait. Can you just give me him now and we don't have to wait?
Know what this is, Jim? This is a classic. This is a Jake Storielli classic.
What is that?
Yankees Snakes, obviously. But this is the fantasy football, fantasy baseball, whatever nerdy habits you have. And you're close to, like, someone in the league hits you up about your backup left fielder. And they're like, I kind of like him, He's like, what can we get done here? And you're like, I guess I need a holds guy, but not really. You don't even love your backup left fielder. So you're like, hey, let's do this trade now. So, I'm a good guy. I'll trade with you. I don't even love this trade, but let's get it done. So now when the trade deadline rolls around, you tell Marte's out there, it's like, hey, we did that trade.
We've gotten one done.
We've already done this. Let's punch another.
I have something to tell you.
Jimmy has an update for everyone listening.
Now I'm nervous.
We could not. You want me to tell some people to stop listening? Cover your left ear? Maybe it's a right ear only thing?
Maybe. Judge, do the Yankees have the fastest bench in baseball now?
Now we're talking.
See? Gardner, Wade, Tilo.
Gardner, Wade, Tilo, Higgy.
No, but non-catching, did they have 3 pinch runners on their bench and no bats?
It's huge.
And then I was thinking, what about that's the outfield? But then Judge is there. Maybe Stan starts in, I don't know.
Stan, oh my God.
When's the Miami series? That's when Stan's supposed to start playing the outfield.
It's end of July.
Guess what Wade's numbers are off the bench this year?
1 OPS.
Yes.
9 steals. No, that's high.
No, that's high.
4 steals.
2 steals. 467 on
Steals?
base. 467 on base, 385 batting average.
How many plate appearances or at bats?
How many would
are
warrant
coming off?
how many would warrant you to appreciate the numbers?
I appreciate it anyway because we love Tyler Wade.
Nice.
But
Well said.
because I've noticed because I do our stat sheet, like he enters a lot of games but doesn't like get in at bat. So he's entered a lot of games as a reserve.
15 plate appearances is what those numbers are. He's 5 for 10.
I was hoping it would be
It's
at least
huge.
like 25.
It's not. It's not. Okay, do you want to talk about the Angel series now? Does anyone care? It's brought to you by DraftKings, no matter what we talk about next.
DraftKings. Yeah, Otani, Taillon.
Yeah, how about that?
Dylan Bundy puked on the field, Jim. People forget that.
That's true. He did. DraftKings is not only our favorite sportsbook, but it's also America's, and they are giving you a chance of a lifetime. You can turn $1 into $100 in site credits just like this. Any basketball team you want that's still playing,
What?
choose them. If they win, boom, you got $100 in site credits. You put them on the Yankees under. Yankees stolen base over. Maybe they're real creative now. How about that? Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code JOMBO when you sign up. Turn $1 into $100 in free credits. Bet on the basketball team of your choice to win their next game. And if they do, you will claim $100 in free credits. That's promo code JOMBOY for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Jake, are you going to choose a team and bet on them?
Yes.
How about that? He's not going to tell you who, though, because he's not going to leak that. You must be 21 or older, New Jersey, Indiana, or PA. Only new customers, only wager paid out in site credits. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER in Indiana, 1-800-9-WITH-IT. You want to burn?
With it.
On your mark.
Holy smokes, man.
Get on your set and burn.
My king, as the Yankees try not to turn into angels from being diced up by Dylan Ted Bundy in the first. Welcome to the show. Shohei Ohtani goes yard, and that's obvious. ATO. And how about Jared Walsh? New kid on the block, had a bunch of hits. Double here. Scores a run. It's 2-0 Angels. But in the first, El Gary, remember this? Chopper to third. Rendon looks at DJ. Didn't throw him out. We appreciate that. And in the second, Gio Dude gets hard. Gio Urshela ties it up with a solo homer. It would stay 2-2 until the fifth. Max Stassi. That's fun to say, Stassi. 3-2 Halos, and then in the 6th, what fortitude by Juan Lagares. Opposite field homer to make it 4-2 Halos. In the 6th, Giancarlo. Let the rhythm take you over, Giancarlo. Solo homer. ATO. 4-3, and in the 8th, oh my God. Oh, tonight we dance. Jose Iglesias with the killer. RBI double makes it 5-3. King, 4.12 earned. Litke, Chad, and Nestor finish it for the Yanks as they lose Game 1, 5-3 final.
Hey, I had so much has happened.
Yes.
We did 25 minutes of the show before even getting to the Burns because so much has happened.
Yeah.
I forgot about this game. I forgot about the ins and outs of it a lot.
Yes.
And now I'm so mad at you.
Yeah.
And I think we can all agree that's fair, right?
That's fair. Dylan Bundy throws up on the mound. Looks like the Yankees got to him. And, well, I mean, it was the heat. Like, he got heat exhaustion. But the Yankees were all over him. And it was like, okay, the Yankees. They said, Boone had quotes before this game. It's time.
Season's on the line.
Season's on the line. And then Suarez comes in for them. The young lefty. And just with ease. 56 pitches in 5.1 innings. He was just mowing down the Yanks. It was tough. Mike King with the bad first inning. That continues, and there's some just hellacious quotes around that'll drive you nuts. And then the one that I had completely forgotten, and then looking at the box score, the DJ LeMahieu bad inning, and then the relay throw that was just... I gasped. I audibly gasped.
Yeah. What was the quotes, Mike King quotes? I still haven't seen those. I heard you say those. Oh, we did this, and we talked about this game.
We talked about this a little bit on the earlier episode this week, but Booney said, the best hitters hit in the first inning, and it's like, okay, well, that's not a great excuse. And then, the whole talk was around King, are you going to change your approach? And he was like, not really, I'm going to change my mental approach. And then he still gets hit again, so... I don't know. He settles in, and, that was hit again, but... Kinger.
I think, the gist of his quotes, he mentioned, he's in the first inning, he tries a little too hard. He gets too cute to trying to, set them up for the later at-bats.
Yeah.
So he, gives them, he gives them what they like and are, in theory, good at in the first.
Right.
Because he wants them to feel comfortable with that. The next at bat, so he said that's being too cute, and he needs to change that.
Shohei's unreal.
Yeah, that was also it in the first inning. He almost walked, and then they bring him back, and he just hits a yacker. He's awesome to watch, man.
Yeah, no,
awesome watch.
Let's go to game 2.
Think we should go to game 2 on this one?
There you go. Wow, are you ready?
I think so.
Seems like you're not even ready.
Have enough, J-Mo, and show me your hiney. Andrew Haney on the bump versus Jameson Taillon for the Yanks. And in the first, the Kraken, El Gary is scary. How's your Oppo taco, Jim?
It's all right.
It's all right. In the second, Iglesias, oh my God, he's killing us this series. He homers to left. Just like that, the Halos flip the script. It is 2-1. But these Yankees are built different, Jim. How about the second inning? Gardner with the RBI, sac fly, foul, pop out. You gotta love that. DJ LeMahieu with the single to right. That scores 1, and then Big Aaron Judge lays down the gavel. Homer to dead central, 434 feet. Hello, it is 5-2 Yanks in the third. Mama, there goes that man again. Shohei Ohtani, again, his second homer of the series. You might hear more on that later. Get to the chopper now. Andujar hits one very far. Wow, wow, wow. Gary Sanchez RBI double. Daddy likes. King Louis V with the double to deep center. It's 8-3. Make it 10. Gleyber Torres, holy smokes, was he in a skid? He makes it 10-3. Oh my Ohtani. Another homer. It is 10-5. The Ohtani show is unreal. In the 6th, Andujar with another RBI double. That makes it 11-5. And guess what? It would stay that way the rest of the way. Tyone emptied out the chamber. Wasn't the best results, but gives us 5.15 earned. A hero arises as Nestor Cortez does it again, 1.2. And Albert Abreu, 2 innings, 33 pitches. He's having a nice year as the Yanks take game 2, 11-5 final.
Wow. The good stuff from you, Jake.
Your Oppo Taco's just okay.
All right. Just all right.
You have a taco secret? You're a big meat guy.
No.
You're a meat guy.
No. I had
pretty
a
good with
roommate
the
who used to put a
seasoning.
ton of spinach in the tacos because it just kind of like welts down. You can't taste it. And he's like, yeah, that's how you hide you get your greens. And you couldn't taste it. So sometimes I'm like, should I
Interesting.
do that? Because it welts down. Maybe get your greens. But then I'm like, I don't know if I want to do it.
Yeah, keep the spinach out of my tacos.
He'd put a lot in.
That was powerful.
What you said?
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't even hear it.
I looked like, I saw myself, I looked like a father.
You know what I was going to say?
Like, why don't you play on your yard and
know what I was
stay
gonna
away
do?
from my son?
You know what I was going to do?
What are you going to do?
I was going to ask the YouTube live chat.
To rate, subscribe, review.
No.
We're always doing that.
No, don't care. Do that on your own accord. Don't be bullied into it by anyone.
Smart.
Slouch watch. If they see me slouching too much, I just would like just a quick, like, come on, Jimmy, straighten up.
Okay.
Right now, my back hurts the way I'm sitting.
Yeah.
And I need to straighten up.
Straighten it out.
Yeah. So,
That's good.
appreciate it.
Now I got to unslouch a little bit.
Sometimes I get bad.
We got it.
All right, so that game they won. Tyone gave up 5 runs. I mean, if we would have just walked around Ohtani, it maybe would have been a little bit different. Did give up 9 hits, though. The Yankees actually doing offense allowed them to keep Tyone in the stinker, which they, like, it was like, that was a thing that I don't think has happened this season.
No.
Where this is the first time, it's the most runs they've scored all season, only the second time they got double-digit runs this season. And I honestly think the last time they scored 10 runs, I want to go look at it because I thought, is this the first time that a starting pitcher was able to have a bad game
Right.
but not really worry?
Right.
Because I think even when they got 10 runs, it was 10-0. Was that Cole? So like it didn't matter. Yeah, it was Cole. So he was pitching well.
And like kind of good on Tyone for continuing to throw bullets on a hot day. I will say, Jim, I'm just getting my feelings out there, if that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, the John Boy test that I used to love for a series, still love. You know, you look at the pitchers that were in play, and in the first 2 games, it's King, Litke, Chad, Nestor, Tyone, Nestor, Abreu. And it's like, I don't know. It's just going through when you got to win a series and that first game, and I don't know.
Well, they used the good pitchers in the first game, no?
I mean, Litke, Chad is good.
And then Nestor for one because they were losing.
Yeah. They had Nestor and someone else up, right? Nestor and Johnny, I think, were up.
They got low eyes. They got hot in game 2. Because I remember being kind of mad about that. It's like, we used them a lot.
Yeah.
Well, it's from this.
I don't know.
Let's see. Gary's a beast. Gleyber broke out of an awful slump in this one. 2 for 4.
Everyone hit, which almost means no one hit, but I like it. Only 1 double play. Jose Quintana is the slowest pitcher in the history of the world. Michael K just straight counting in between pitches was pretty funny.
31.
And like no managing need to happen because the Yankees hit a lot of runs, so that's good. So let's move it on to Game 3, the fun one.
Game 3.
Are you
We're
ready?
in the building for this, right?
Are you ready?
Were you in the building for this?
Yes, I was there. On your mark and get set and burn the game.
Jimmy. Shohei Ohtani on the bump. You were in the building for this. The second coming of Babe Ruth, and he takes the mound. But Jim, first the Halos had to hit against Domingo Germán. And Jim, don't look at the tax accountant name because Phil Gosselin is going yard. Gosselin bomb. It's 2-0 Angels before Shohei takes the mound. And oh my, a little wild from Ohtani walking up the place. But then Giancarlo Stanton with the RBI single. Gleyber Torres, he gets an RBI single. We're going base to base. It was actually comical to kind of see live. And Duhar with the chopper ground out, but another run scores. Cardi with the ribeye walk. This is all in the first. And then DJ 26 with a double hit. Clears the bases. Gardy rounding third. It was beautiful to see. Yankees put up a 7 spot in the first. Ohtani doesn't make it through. 0.2 innings pitched. 7 earned runs for Shohei. Buzz, your girlfriend. Woof. But in the second, Halos, they chip away a little bit. Juan Lagares RBI double. Let the rain fall down. How's your double dick delay steal with 2 rain delays? We got rained on a lot. Jared Walsh homer in the 5th. Circle that one. That could be important later. That makes it 7-4. But we're having a Gardy party. How about it? Tim Locastro's platoon mate, Brett Gardner, finds the seats. It's 8-4. Here comes Chappie for the save. Oh my God. Shout out Janice from Friends. Jared Walsh with the grand salami, lefty versus lefty slider. Looked like Jim at the buffet line in Legends with all the sliders he was eating up. Rengifo keeps it going, ribby single. Taylor Ward make it stop. It's 11-8. The Yankees die on the field. We die in the stands. Yankees lose 11-8 in a heartbreaker.
Dude,
Yeah.
I didn't eat any of the sliders. I wanted them. I didn't get them.
You had one slider type thing. What was that?
Pulled pork
Pulled
sandwich.
pork slider.
No, it was bigger. It was a full sandwich.
It looked like slider size.
That's just because you eat giant portions. There were sliders
You
upstairs.
know I can't eat giant portions with these tiny hands and this little mouth.
I didn't see the Clint hit by pitch, so I'm watching it again. Okay, so that's definitely not the
forearm. Yeah.
That's definitely not. Why does he stare at guys all the time? That's weird. It's definitely not the dizziness there.
No. I would guess the heat.
I'd guess the heat as well.
It was really hot.
Should have stayed outside. It was going to rain.
Should have known.
Yeah, man. This game. Imagine if they called it after 4.5. How different would the whole fucking show be?
How different would everything be? You know?
I mean, Chapman's been bad. That seems like a conversation for later.
Yeesh.
I don't know what to say about this game. Heartbreaker. We met a lot of people that listened to the show, and that
Holy
was really
smokes.
cool. That was very nice.
Wild.
Good job by the Angels. The Angels, I'll say this. The vibe that we saw of the Yankees were in front row behind first base was that they were just like, let's get this over with and get the win. And the Angels were kind of like, hey, maybe we should try to win the
Let's
game.
come back.
Like, they just didn't talk. I don't think we saw anyone talk on the field.
Yeah.
At one point you said, like, what?
Well, we were watching Rugi a lot, and he's always doing, so that was nice.
Rugi's nuts.
Electric. Everywhere. There might be 2. There's 2 Rougned Odor theory out there.
How come Gio came out after the rain delay, got all warmed up and, like, smiley? But
It's like
then
having fun.
Yeah, didn't do anything.
Had to rest him and Judgy.
And how come Litke sucked afterwards? He's been good.
Yeah, Licky got hit a little bit more, which that wasn't fun.
3 walks and a grand slam for Chapman, and he's got that fingernail problem. Just take him out. He hasn't been good. He walked the bases loaded. You had Litke like half warm already, and if you say it's the fingernail issue, he's going to get to warm up anyway. I know that, and a lot of people are saying, like, is your closer. Like, you hand leads to your closer.
Sure.
But he's been bad lately, clearly dealing with something. And they did they even do a mound visit? I don't know. I thought they did do a mound visit. Yeah, they did. They did, right? But yeah, like real tough stretch for Aroldis Chapman. He's given up 11 earned runs in his last 8 outings. As a closer, that's pretty bad.
It's insane. I mean, what an incredible start he had to this season, and now, poof. Vamos.
It's tough.
Tough, man. Not good.
Not good. And we got really wet.
We got soaked.
We did find a little cave, though. That was cool.
Nice. I enjoyed the cave times with you, my friend.
And then we opened the door, BBD. So we were just trying to go back undercover, and there was this little cutout that leads to other places under the overhang. It's kind of a cave. Did you see the videos of it?
A little bit.
And there was a door marked pantry. So I opened it to see what was in the pantry.
Yeah.
This is a full kitchen. They were lying. And then we found out the other door that was also open led to the clubhouse. So we were like, well, should we just
Is
sneak
this
in
our
there?
moment?
We just go in there?
Give the boys a speech?
Put some of the Space Jam juice in them? Is that good or bad?
It's good.
I haven't seen Space
The
Jam.
hand signal threw me off a little bit.
Shaking the juice.
Yeah. I know.
I was putting it in their cleats.
Okay. See, I knew I was missing an odd detail.
You saw us shaking it?
Yeah.
No, I was shaking into all their cleats.
Right. Now it makes sense.
Yeah, they drank them, feet up. Okay. Bomber. Good job by the Angels.
Yeah, I mean, kind of an all-time loss.
Yeah.
A memory. A memory.
Memories, how I wish to have them. Something like that.
Yeah.
Awards?
I think so. It's about that time.
Awards are brought to you by a dear friend of ours.
Who are they brought to you by?
I think they consider themselves penis helpers.
Ooh, been there.
Roman is bringing you our awards. With Roman, you can get free online evaluation, ongoing care for ED, all from the comfort and privacy of your home. A U.S. licensed healthcare professional will work with you to find the best treatment plan. If medication is appropriate, ships to you free. 2-day shipping. That doesn't mean like it's going to get to you today. 2 days is how long it takes. 2-day shipping. Just don't think I said today shipping. The whole process is straightforward and discreet. Getting started is simple. Just go to getroman.com/Yanks and complete an online visit. Take care of your ED without leaving home. Complete an inland visit today to connect with a doctor and take care of it. Go to getroman.com/Yanks now to get $15 off your first month. Look, there's a straightforward way to take care of your ED. Getroman.com/Yanks. Get started now to save $15 on your first month of treatment. Being grown up. Fix your stuff. Jake, how are you doing?
Take care of yourself down there.
You have Pride of the Yankees. It's the first award that we give out on the show. It is Thursday, and you are
Yankees.
Okay.
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
It's Thursday. You're heathen. You get to go first.
Yeesh. So I'm looking to give out a Pride of the Yankees, right?
Yeah, that's the goal here.
Pride of the Yankees. Pride of the Yankees. Someone that makes me proud. Proud to be a Yankee fan. Fuck, man. This is tough. Golly gee willikers. Is it like Stanton, dude? Where do you
For his post conference?
go?
Post.
No. I'll go Andujar.
Okay.
Andujar goes 4 for 11. He's our starting left fielder. He had a mini skid. Looks like he's barreling the ball again. He hit the home run. That helped me in the homer draft, so I'm a little more attached to that. And what was it? Was it game 2, the game they won?
He had 3 hits, 2 runs.
And
run.
the home runs were by Sanchez, Judge, and Andujar. And it was a little like 2018 was fun.
Gary, too.
You know, that's what I said. I called him Sanchez.
Don't know him by that.
So, yeah, I mean, seeing those 3 names in the homer thing, even on the box score, was like, oh, yeah, I remember those times. That was cool. So, Mickey Doo.
That's good. That might be his first of the year. No, you gave it to him in the Twin series.
What it do, Mickey Doo?
So you just love Andujar. You're giving it to him all the time.
Sure.
My pride of the Yankees is going to be Justin Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Made it back.
He made it back from whatever, I forget what his injury was. He made it back, and he, pitched a clean inning, dropped his ERA from 6 to 5.60.
Oh.
So, I forgot. I watched him live.
Yeah.
I didn't remember any of it, and the least I remember from that game, the better.
Yeah.
So that's really just a good job.
think-
Good but unmemorable, the Justin Wilson story.
Yeah, I think
That's mean, Jake, to sum it
that
all
was
up like
mean.
that.
That was mean. I think, yeah, that's Luis Alvarez in the chat. Gwen, the Batgirl, for Pride. She probably should have got it. She was badass. Felt bad for what the Yanks did.
Weirds me out.
What's that?
I don't know. The whole thing.
Okay.
Like, how many more people were the Yankees assholes to back with them?
Right. A lot.
It feels weird
the
to
answer.
just choose one and be like, now we're good.
Yeah, you start checking boxes, you know?
I don't know. Yeah, just
You got a list. You got to try to be better, you know?
for sure.
That's
be
the
better.
goal.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to do. Yeah, I think Justin Wilson, he's going to go up there and he's going to huck, 12 fastballs, like literally. And he's either going to have a clean outing or he's going to get rocked. And I kind of respect that.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is either going to be easy or bad time. Jake Storielli.
What pitches did he throw? I'm pulling it up right now. I'm kind of interested. He threw Justin Wilson in his outing, the pride of the Yankees, mind you.
Proud of the Yankees.
He threw 10 pitches, 9 four-seam fastballs, 1 cutter.
Yes, sir.
3 called strikes, 3 swing and misses.
Pumping heaters.
Yeah. Good job, Jay Will.
Love him.
Jay Will's a pretty bad name. Jay Will. Jay Will Willicutters. All right, next up, Jake. Here you go.
You Yankee motherfucker.
Yankee MFer. Holy smokes. This is a list. You know what? Might as well take what is given. I will do a Aroldis Chapman.
I will double up.
Okay.
I might be the first double up of the season.
Sure.
We've had double ups in past seasons, and it's that's an easy double up.
Yeah.
Brett Gardner gave you the 4th run.
Yeah.
You give up a 3-run home run. Who cares?
Which that's on Brett, though. Making it a non-save situation, taking all the steam out of Chappie,
Nah.
It's
It's Chappie. It's a double.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Did you read this Dave Roberts update?
Mm-mm.
Power's starting Sunday.
MLB told them not to change their rotation.
Well,
Yep.
what? Okay, weird. We're talking about that tomorrow on Talking Baseball.
Talking
so
baseball.
it just popped up. That seems bizarre. Chapman. He should lose the role for a little, right? Or do a phantom IL or...
Seems like a phantom IL. I mean, his last, I know you said some of them, Jim, but last 8 games, which, we're talking 3 weeks.
11 earned, right?
3 weeks. Yeah. I mean, and it's not like, these numbers scream something's off. Hitters are hitting 464 off of Aroldis Chapman over a 3-week span.
Yeah.
This guy's got like the best fastball to ever be in Major League Baseball. That's something is not computing. So 5.2 innings, 11 earned runs, 3 homers. Yeah, I mean, you kind of can't do it. And, we're missing Britt. We'll see when he's supposed to be back because he said he was just going to do the 10 days.
He said he was going to miss the minimum 10.
And then, do you go Chad, Johnny Laza? I mean, neither of those guys have really. I think Johnny Laza closed a couple this year, but.
If Chapman has this fingernail thing, it's been bothering him this long, just get him 10 days.
He could use 10 days.
Clear the mechanism or something. I found the last double up, if you want that information. It was the A's series in 2019. So I don't think we doubled up last year, at least not on MFer. So the last double up was the trio of Domingo Germán, Masahiro Tanaka, and J.A. Happ.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, you guys both gave it to 3 people.
The rotation must have got rocked.
I think just all 3 starters were bad. And you're like,
must have
well,
got rocked.
When was this?
these
When
3
they were
are splitting 2 spots.
When they were in Oakland?
It was whichever. They went A's, Dodgers. They were in Oakland, I think. I don't know. They went A's, Dodgers, Mariners, A's again. So whichever one was the first series.
Yeah. So Oakland.
So that was away.
Yeah. So they, the starting pitchers, they lost that series. Germán gave up 5 earned runs. We said him.
Mm-hmm.
It was Germán Loaizaga in 19 that did that game.
Mm.
And then in game 2, Happ gave up 5 earned runs. Chad and Ottavino behind him. And in game 3, Tanaka gave up 5 earned runs. So they all gave up 5 earned runs.
That'll do it.
Sessa behind him.
Well, talking Yanks history right there, folks.
Probably funny how we came to that conclusion. But
These 3 guys.
the starters.
2
3
spots.
starters each gave up 5 runs. I mean, that's turkey math in our heads.
Who
Makes
had
sense.
who had first pick?
We didn't designate on here who had the first pick at the time, and by we I mean you guys.
Wow. Okay,
Wow.
that's MFer.
Clint was the other double up before that in 2019. Don't know what he did. Oh, it was probably the Red Sox series.
Yeah, had to be.
That was in it.
Had to be. All right.
Ever.
Awards. Regular old awards.
Regular old awards. Regular old awards. Are these your awards? Are they regular?
Awards. Who are you giving an award to? Is it me? Is it you? Is it a Yankee? It should be.
Kind of want to
That's
give
the
one to
thing.
2 guys.
Well, you get to give 2 awards.
That's a signature John Boy move this
You
year.
get to give one to 2 guys. You get 2 awards.
Pass me the beer, Gramps award.
Pass me the beer, Gramps.
Award.
Gary.
No. It's going to O'Day and Litke.
O'Day and Litke.
O'Day and Litke.
Okay.
And I think I actually didn't know my 2 grandfathers. Get a little emotional on here. But I like to picture them, giving me, maybe it's 4th of July and they're giving me a beer. And I think grandpa or an older gentleman there's a little bit of pride in open it for the young man.
Yeah.
And, man, I think O'Day and Licky, I think they'd be pretty cool openers. They're a little funky.
Wow.
They each, well, O'Day's as funky as it gets.
Yeah,
Licky
yeah.
just snaps curveballs and is sexy. But, man, you know, Kinger's got his thing going on right now. I had a moment. Jim, I had a moment.
I've had a bunch.
The Yanks, man. Remember how good the opener was for us?
Chester,
What? At one point that year, weren't we like
10-0, I thought, with Chester.
10-0? We were like 12-2.
I think they at least won like at least 8 in a row with openers, or with Chad opening, and Chester specifically was like 5 great starts in a row.
And you know the team that made me open my eyes, because Jim, this is something you love on Talkin' Baseball. The Blue Jays, they open up with the same lineup every game, right? It's Bichette, or Simeon, Bichette, Vlad, I think.
Yeah.
3 righties. Like, if we ever get a King Blue Jays game, which I'm assuming we do, throw O'Day out there, get the 3 righties, and then bring in King. Like, the opener was really good for us. And King clearly is struggling in the first inning. Let's open it up. We need to do different things. We've got a thing that's not the craziest thing that was successful for us that I think we can execute now. So I'm ready to punch it.
Punch it. I like it. I mean, it seems like they're asking for it. It seems like it's too many things align. O'Day as an opener versus the Blue Jays. I don't know how much I love that. I think his junk might play after seeing some fastballs.
Oh, you got the
You might
after
want him
effect,
available.
I think an opener needs to be pumping heat. I don't know if you can go soft tossing out the gate. I think
I think I can frustrate you a little bit.
maybe, but I kind of think O'Day plays off the speed.
with King.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because he gives
after
you a
this
little
guy.
bit of
But
fun.
Litke, if you had a lefty lineup in the openers, or like for the Angels with Ohtani in the top, why not? You're saving Litke for Ohtani later on anyway. Just try him right in the first if King was to be pitching, which he was. So yeah, you're not going to do Laza or Chad. Use Abreu as an opener. Call him up.
And hell, you know, we're talking, you like to have different matchups. There's a guy, I don't know if he's going to end up in a Ward, but, you know, could we be talking about Nestor Cortez being a follower at some point this season? He's already done it. He's looked good for us. I don't know.
See, Nestor, he was Chad's. Chad was Nestor's opener.
Right.
I see. That's why I'm thinking. I think you got to do the
Yeah,
junk.
I think it works either way. I think it can be transitive.
I don't know, because almost like a change-up pitcher.
It's either way, the opener's instant win, instant loss, you know? And I trust a veteran like O'Day to get out righties, a guy who's been so good at it his entire career, you know?
Yeah.
Like, let's start having fun and entertaining and maybe winning baseball games. Don't quote me on that.
I won't.
What's your first award?
The no wetsuit award.
The No Wetsuit Award. Jim, people forget about your California surfer days. You never wore a wetsuit.
You don't
'Cause
have
you
to
were
in
a
California
power
that much,
player.
unless you're going to Northern California beaches.
You were a power player. And so that reminds you of Higgy, which leads us back to Odor?
No,
No.
the no wetsuit award. You go down the shore. I'm going down tonight.
Hell yes,
Go
brother.
to the beach for July. We were down there a couple weekends ago, and the ocean in New Jersey in June, it's still pretty cold. You were there?
Yeah.
It's cold. But if you're cracking, you don't need a fucking wetsuit. You can conquer the seas. Doesn't matter if it's June or whatever. Because Gary's June wraps up. It's over. 289 batting average for Gary in June. 372 on base percentage. 663 slugging. 1.035 OPS. 8 home runs. 7 doubles. 19 RBIs. 11 walks. 15 runs scored in 24 games. Full month of baseball for Gary, and he dominated June. Even though the water's pretty cold. Didn't care.
Jim, I love it.
And when we were at the
about
stadium,
Gary?
they did the
Yeah.
Gary chant, which was really cool, man. That was actually, and then later in the game, even when they were losing, they just like did a Gary chant just to like show them like, hey, like we love you when you're good. We want to love you all the time. It was cool. That Gary chant was like the bleachers started it, and then everyone got in. Here it is. Foul ball. But yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool to see him getting that love again. He deserved some frustration, and he deserved some hate, and he deserved some lack of. He deserved the wonder of like, is this ever gonna happen
Right.
again? Like that was all deserved. I'm not saying Yankee fans were like overboard because he was really bad at points, but he deserves all the love right now. He just wrapped up a really, really nice month of baseball. You know, the weather's going to heat up. He usually gets better in the second half with the bat. So I'm excited.
That's great, Jim. What a month by Gary, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Well,
Good
the
for
water's
him.
cold too.
All-star. Good for Gary, man. I'll keep it nautical themed like we normally do here.
Yes.
I'll
I'll work on a nautical one too.
Okay. Nautical episode. If nautical nonsense is something you wish, then let's do the sea looks pretty today.
Okay.
SEA. Sea.
The sea looks pretty today.
The sea looks pretty today.
The sea looks pretty today. Loizaga.
Jim, you know how big of a Hemingway guy I am.
Yep.
I love reading his book titles.
Yep.
And Jim, Tim Locastro coming to town.
Yes, it's a true thing.
Righty,
It is.
speedster, little center field action. Well, you know who's still there? The old man. The old man in the sea.
Yep. Saucedo.
Brett Gardner,
Santiago.
who had himself a little bit of a series, really weird, 10 plate appearances, a sac fly and 4 walks, only gives him 5 at-bats. So he goes 2 for 5, 3 runs, 3 ribeyes, and a homer. And Jim, Jakey Butterknife is here. Since June 9th, so basically the same time frame as Chapman, 3 weeks, 21 days. Brett Gardner has good stats. And that might surprise a lot of people. 17 games, 14 starts since June 9th. Brett Gardner, 412 on base, a 912 OPS, a 500 slugging. This is 53 plate appearances. So not a huge sample, but a sample. Couple 2 homers, a triple, 2 doubles.
Can you say couple tree homers?
Couple triples. There's not a couple tree homers.
I like when you say it though.
A couple tree homers.
Thanks.
2 tree homers. And yeah, man, you know, we've made the joke, you know, piano man, old man Brett, you know, here comes another young center fielder to battle him for time. Wouldn't it be the Dickens if old man Gardy got it going for a little bit again? And another thing that'll drive your Brett Gardner hating friend nuts, he somehow now has a positive WAR this season.
How far back did you go? How many plate appearances?
53 plate appearances, June 9th.
If you go back to June 3rd,
Okay.
68 plate appearances. He has a 415 on base percentage and a 957 OPS.
Yep.
That's odd. I would not have guessed
Brett
that.
Gardner had a good month of June, and that's weird.
Yeah. So what's the official title? Can you give me some thing?
BBD, you've got it over there.
That was the C Looks Pretty Today award.
Tim Locastro is the C. Here's, old man Brett. He's seen all the C's, He's been around. Here comes a new one.
Do you know the basic plot line of Old Man in the Sea?
No.
Old man's fighting his demons. It's pretty sad.
Sure.
He's like, so he catches this huge fish, but the fish is more powerful than his boat, and it drags him like way too
Out to
far away
sea.
from the coast. And then he's just fighting, and it's a metaphor for fighting for life and being old and shit.
Sure.
And then he finally gets like a hold of it, but the sharks come and they just start devouring this fish that he's too pride to just cut it free though.
Right.
By the time he gets to shore, he's just got the skeleton, like the big fish that was going to feed him and he's going to make money off. But like he won the fight over the sharks because he
Pride.
made it back to shore. So, yeah, it's pretty sad.
I don't give a shit.
Well, I'm just saying, like, Brett Gardner's good.
Yeah.
So
Mine has nothing to do with any of that.
You said the Old Man in the Sea.
Yeah, the titles. I told you I'm a big fan of Hemingway titles.
He said he's a big fan of reading his titles.
Name another good one.
Ooh, The Old Man in the Sea 2.
No,
The
didn't
sequel.
happen. Didn't happen.
The sequel.
Squeakquel.
Like a farewell to arms.
Sequel. It's a hell of a title. Imagine. Goodbye, Arms.
That's a good title.
I lost him. What's your second and final award?
It is For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Whom the bell tolls.
For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Whom the bell tolls. One of my favorite Hemingway titles.
Yep. It is one of your favorite Hemingway
Titles.
titles. Okay. And For Whom the
DJ?
Bell Tolls. No, not DJ. Not graphic enough. Not enough trauma there. You
Fair.
know. I think you already did. You gave him Pride. Stanton.
Okay.
Been through a lot of injuries.
Sure has.
Same as like a war vet.
Yeah.
Some might say a lot of surgeries.
I'm proud you gave this out. This award's been on your mind all day.
I know. I've been thinking, like, if Jake cuts it to a Hemingway, I'm
Yeah.
finally going to give For Whom the Bell
This is
Tolls
good.
award out. Because I had it actually niched into my desk with a little thumbtack. I was out of a pen. So I just carved it in there.
It took you forever. People were trying to get your attention, and you were just carving it into the desk.
Yes.
That pin.
Yeah. So, Stanton's been through a lot.
Yeah, sure has.
And he's getting fed up.
So fed up, man.
And he is the only one that will shoot it straight to the media. You know?
Yeah.
Just like
Hell yeah.
just like the dude from For Whom the Bell Tolls. We'll write you what's actually happening in the war. What it's really going on. And he says, we got to pick this shit up.
Pick it up.
It's the brutal truth of war.
I hate war.
No. I hate war.
I hate war.
Card game?
I enjoyed the card game.
Card game's hilarious
I
when you
enjoyed
play
the
it to the
card
very
game,
end and
yeah.
you're like, what were we doing this whole
Yeah.
time? Like, that took an hour.
I mean, that is, basic level of games.
Yeah.
War's fantastic.
Yeah. I have Stanton's legs as kind of the bridge that they're, supposed to blow up. But he doesn't want it to happen. And he's going to return to the outfield in Miami. And it's going to be grand.
It's going to be crazy.
So he's just being a real good war reporter.
Yeah.
By cutting it straight.
Straight cuts.
And good luck to him in Miami.
That was beautiful, man. Know what that kind of reminds me of?
What's that?
The Old Man in the Sea.
No, The Old Man Sees a good book. For Whom the Bell Tolls kind of sucks, in my opinion.
I am HMO.
HMO.
Just got a DM, someone asking to be John Boy Media's NCAA athlete.
Do it.
So that might be coming soon. Huge award.
Yeah, no. Big award. Big award.
Stan had a good series. So many walks, man.
I'm upset with my work because I don't like that book, and I feel like I could have
Sure.
just thought of a better Hemingway book. You know?
So many walks.
I'm sick of the Yankees getting walks. I'd rather them get hits.
19 walks.
But they amount to nothing.
19 walks.
Having a
in
guy on
3
first
games.
base is a bad thing for the Yankees. It's not positive. Net negative. Honestly, can you tell me,
How many walks did the Angels
can
have?
someone that knows math tell me if the Yankees fared better with the runner on first base or with the runner not on first base in this series? Because after the rain delay, the bottom of the 5th, it ended with a ground ball double play. The bottom of the 6th, it ended with the ground ball double play. Bottom of the 7th ended with the ground ball double play. I think they ended 4 of the first 7 innings in games against a ground ball double play.
Angels had 11 walks this series. So we almost doubled their walks, which is huge.
You know, it's a book that you shouldn't read, To Have and Have Not. That book blows.
It's bad.
It's a bad one, yeah. Might be the last Hemingway book I read because I was like, wow, this sucks.
I like Death in the Afternoon. Great title. Garden of Eden. Classic.
Sun Also Rises is good.
Classic. Yeah, G had a solid series. Glaber ends up having what looks like an okay series after his terrible slump. Hopefully that's over and he could get, hot. That'd be cool. Gio played well in the 2 games he played in because he's one of our better starting players. And so did Judge. It's frustrating, man.
Yeah.
I think
Nestor good.
I think the only thing I can think of that we kind of didn't address, like the Domingo Voit play at first.
What was that?
Yeah.
We were not outside for that. We were getting food because we got there kind of late and we had to eat dinner because we saved up because we knew we were going to get big meals. And so we were just watching on a mute TV at that point. Like we could kind of hear the stadium. But did they have any guesses? Did Coney or Kay say anything?
I didn't hear any. I think both guys look back at that play and see things they could have done differently.
But why did Voit?
Domingo knows he could take another second to get that out.
We forgot
there.
to tell you guys that BBD was a elementary school vice principal for 25 years before he joined us. What a delivery!
But why did Voit, after not going for it?
So
why did he stand like he didn't give 2 shits about it?
Well, I mean,
Do you
it's the
think
end
it's
of the
'cause-
episode. I think Voit just doesn't like him.
Well, last time they played, Herman didn't
Herman's
throw the
last-
ball
Right.
to him, and Voit was like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Yeah.
And this time he throws the ball, but it's off, and
Yeah,
I
because Herman
understand
booted
Voit-
the initial ball, and he comes off and throws his sidearm thing, tailing away, and Iglesias is pretty quick and hustling.
I don't
doesn't
think
wanna,
Voit
go
wanted
out
his
of
arm
way.
in the line of
So
motion, and I get that.
I
It
think
was
he
just
looks back and sees he has time. He could have.
But as soon as he pulled his arm in, it would have been do something I don't know, don't
at least quickly turn around and see what's up.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Trade Herman?
sure.
To who?
I don't know.
Okay.
We have Nestor.
Yeah.
Maybe a good team scuffle. Everybody punch somebody.
That'd be good. I think that'd be good. No, I don't. Don't fight each other. Why was Frazier taken out? Someone asked that in the chat. Anderson Valencia asked in the chat, why was Frazier taken out?
Got dizzy.
The reports were he was taken out due to complaints of dizziness. I'll say it. I find it very odd that they didn't just say he got taken out due to dizziness. And they said he got taken out due to, in quotes, complaints of dizziness. It feels like the Yankees could have backed him and just said he got taken out because he was dizzy. But for some reason, they phrased it as he got taken out because he had complaints of dizziness. They put it in quotes. I'm not putting in quotes. They did. I read that, and I was like, why don't you just say he came out due to dizziness? But the way they phrased it makes it seem like he said he's dizzy. We don't really know, but he said he's dizzy, which I don't get.
Sounds like if he says he's dizzy, he's just dizzy.
Right.
He's the only one who can tell us.
Right. They don't.
I
have
know.
tests.
So why put it in
It's odd.
So you agree with me?
It's odd.
100% I agree with you.
It could just be the person that typed it.
Yeah.
Just wrote it out weird.
Yes, exactly.
You know.
But I know. But
the
Yankees,
way that
the Yankees,
was delivered
the Yankees
was weird.
We know the Yankees PR and they're so fickle with those things.
Yeah, they don't
It's weird.
just give the statement they're gonna give a once over, and they think about every word.
Yeah, no, they're pretty careful with those things. So, yeah, I saw that during the rain delay, and I was like, why'd they phrase it like that?
Yeah,
seems like just say came out because he had a dizzy spell or something like that. I don't know. Odd. All right, that's the episode. Yankees stink. Tell them, Grams.
Oh, Yankees.